Hey Star Wars players, let's talk about communing. Communing is an epic event that starts on table with the starting interrupt, "I am part of the living force." It's the foundation for a number of open platforms, mostly centering around various types of main characters. The flavor behind the card is that your deck is being guided by the Force Ghosts of a fallen mentor. Depending on who your Force Ghost is, the deck will have various benefits and deployment restrictions. You will choose between Master Kenobi, Master Qui-Gon Jinn, an old friend, and Master Yoda. This card will commune under your epic event, add 1 to activation, and determine what the rest of your deck looks like. I could do multiple deck text on each of these characters, but right now, the most popular choice is Master Yoda. Master Yoda keeps you from deploying Jedi Knights or maintenance cards, so new Luke Skywalker Rebel Scout V or Lando Calrissian Scoundrel, but otherwise the sky is the limit.
Hey everybody, Garrett Larson here, back on stream. I apologize, the game's getting started here. I thought we had a couple minutes to go. We've got Kendall Holman joining us for the next few rounds at least, which will be a nice nice break. How you doing, Kendall?
I'm doing all right. I thought I was going to be busy today and I was slightly less busy, so here I am.
All right. Well, I will let you do a little bit of the talking while I get the stream info updated.
Okay.
All right, have you been able to watch any of the games so
No,
far?
no, no, I have not watched any games so far, so I don't
All right.
really know what's going on with the event, but I'm I'm excited to see where we're going here this round, and got some good players today. It seemed like I've been following along all week. Everybody coming in early for Endor. Seems like they're having a lot of fun. You know, for viewers, like if you're at home right now, if you should be there because it's always awesome to go to majors. And yeah, so seems like, and Star Wars cards is fun, right? I think the meta's in a really great place right now. It was already super diverse and interesting at Worlds, and then set 22 is my favorite virtual set in a long time. So yeah, excited about this.
So it looks like we've got Sam Tashima on Dark Side versus Mike Turner playing Light. Mike busting out QMC. That is one of Sam's pet decks. Like Sam plays a whole lot of QMC. I know for the OCS, I think his opponent put Sam on QMC and ended up playing court and losing a close game to clones. And so it'll be fun to see Sam play against QMC, see how that works out. And it looks like Sam is running Hunt Down Virtual. Is that what I'm seeing there?
I don't know, because I've not actually done commentary on a live game before remotely. How do I see the table?
Easiest thing to do is just to pull up the PC Twitch stream.
Just do the Twitch stream. Okay.
Yep. That's
not some fancy trick.
No, I'm using TeamViewer and controlling the PC computer as it's running to get this going, and
all right.
That's about as quick as I can go. I don't know about
yeah, I'm sure that's fine.
Share
I'm sure. I know it's fine. It's fine. I just I just don't know what I'm doing. Last time I did commentary on a game was probably like Worlds 2020 or something like that.
Okay. And this is my first time doing it on live games, so I've already tried to shift click on a card, be like, what in the heck does that do? Doesn't work as well on live games, but so Hunt Down V is an interesting choice here for Sam. I'm curious to see where this goes. I mean, it's a deck that battles real effectively, but it's got a little bit limited character base and feels like it might struggle against QMC, although it does have the potential to just shut down the Ancient Watering Hole bonus.
Right. Yeah.
And
You
that's
get,
a big deal.
That's definitely a thing. Probably not going to take the system real quick though, unless they have a token package that works really well. I feel like with mains decks versus QMC, it's really hard because you kind of have to go after them, and you kind of have to put you kind of have to put a couple guys in front of their guy, and then they dodge away or they path away, and then your guys are stuck somewhere, and probably they're canceling the drain with the one site. So it can be a rough matchup for mains.
It can be. We do see. So it looks like Mike went for the Maz reveal and did not hit an alien, but did reveal 2 Jedi. He's got Obi-Wan Kenobi Virtual and Luke the Last Jedi. So he has the ability to at least potentially keep Sam on the 0 side, which would keep his watering hole bonuses all in play. And that might be what he's going to need to do here. I think you're right that Sam's going to struggle to take the system. I don't think Hunt Down V has enough good space to even really contest the system. We did see Sam put out Malachor. He might go there. I'm not sure. Like I could see him going there. I think it's you want to get your battle order protected drains, as Taco Bell says. It's got good space, but not versus Yoda Sand. Yeah, I mean you can get a good Emperor Shuttle package. Jendon in the shuttle isn't terrible, but you're going to struggle. Yeah, Yoda Sand is going to struggle you. You're going to face a bunch of barriers up in space. You're not necessarily going to battle on your terms, which makes it harder to take this.
Now I will say that that Mike did land Harksef, so he doesn't, so he may not be playing a version that's super robust in space and didn't draw into his backup or something. So
or he doesn't have the defense in space. Like he might not have the alternatives to fighting, which is really the card. Like barrier is good, but there's enough barrier cancelers and enough barrier hate in the game right now. You don't necessarily want to go all in on just counting for barrier. So if you don't have the alternatives to fighting, you just land for a turn and you're not trying to protect Celebration this first turn, and then next turn he'll just back up with the wild card or whatever and take off. Interesting in chat, we see Jared, who said he thinks QMC is a huge favorite in this matchup, and I tend to agree. This feels like a matchup QMC is ahead in. And, Sam knowing QMC as well as he does and knowing QMC was going to be popular, I will be curious to see what he goes with. So he goes with Vader to Vader's Castle from reserve, and we see Mike barrier just to keep Vader in play. Sam grabs it, Sam senses it, and then is going to lose 2 in the sense as Mike put out the do or do not shield.
Top decked Tarkin and the brother, one of the brothers.
Yep. and then peeled one to get the
Vader's
saber
lightsaber. Yep.
with I Am Your Father. So he's actually got it on table, unlike Batmouse last game, who tried to use it 2 or 3 times without ever deploying it. So that was one of those things you see in live games that you don't see on GEMP, is some of the stuff that, just mistakes happen sometimes.
Mhm.
I think Sam's got to move him to Cloud City here. Like, there's nothing else to do. And yeah, I'm sure if he's got a second grabber, JNAP, he's planning on grabbing Path, and that's his best play. And it's simply a matter of, can he get to that second grabber in time? Mike playing this game very conservative, as you saw. He landed hard, but then he also moved everybody to the 1-0, which unfortunately there's a little bit of glare, so we're kind of extrapolating that that was the 1-0 because Vader didn't move there and no one's there, and that's the safest spot to put everybody.
Yeah, it's the one. Yeah, it's definitely the 1-0. Yeah, so I QMC is not a deck that I know super well, but I will say that Scoop Phase did like a mini primer on the forums. That's really great if you want to learn more about it. And then he also did a deck tech. I'm not sure whether it will end up being on stream tomorrow, but it will be on the PC YouTube page probably in the next week or so. That he did a really good deck tech video on QMC. That just editing it, I feel like I learned a lot about
and
about
QMC is
QMC.
interesting because there really are multiple ways to play it.
Mhm.
Like, and even within the, somewhat traditional at this point or standard ancient watering hole build, you can do a lot of different things. Like, we already see the Obi-Wan Kenobi virtual, who isn't always in decks, and definitely adds a degree of difficulty, but it's also a solid card if you think the meta is going to be hunt down heavy, because you're willing to take hunt down and just go, fine, we'll both burn to Visage and I'll be retrieving with Celebration and you won't. Like, it's not a bad card, but it's definitely a tech card for that matchup. As we see, he's keeping in there. Yeah, I mean, he does get back Celebration as well, but the bonus side of keeping hunt down on the 0 side is
And
good.
I mean, he's just a body. I feel like I've been, I mean, again, I'm not an expert on QMC, but I do feel like there's, like, it used to be that QMC was just all about avoiding battles, getting your damage in and getting your retrieval from Celebration. And now sometimes it almost plays like a court or an ISB, where if you're not careful, they'll drop 4 guys in front of you and just overflow you like crazy if it's that version of the deck.
And so QMC has always had the ability to do that. Like, I played QMC back long ago, and that was one of the things QMC always had the ability and possibility to do, was just because you're keeping for a card all the time, you can set up your plays nicely, as we see Sam.
So I think is that Yoda? That's Yoda, and is that
Calfal and Syndros? Yep, I think we're going to see guys
spread all over the place. Yep.
Yep, but he set up the Celebration and is now stacking everyone at the 2-1, the North Corridor, the drain site. And Sam took back Vader when Yoda was deployed, so he can redeploy him somewhere else. I like that play. I think Sam's got to go after the North Corridor. Like, long term, you can't win that game if he's holding that North Corridor, canceling your drains. But QMC's always kind of had the ability to drop bombs
Yeah.
because you can do it with just a couple cards. And like even these Ancient Watering Hole builds and the heavy alien kind of, weenie deck builds, like Lando with gun and Din Djarin is a nasty combo just to drop anywhere. Like, all right, well, I'm gonna shoot somebody, I'm gonna draw 3 Battle Destiny, and they're pullable.
Yeah.
Like Lobot pulls Lando for free if you're not careful. Like you can walk into some bad spots with QMC.
Oh yeah. And I mean, I've noticed it more lately, and maybe it's because I've been assuming that they were gonna not wanting to battle and then maybe spreading a little thinner, but I've noticed it a lot. I've noticed it a lot in particular lately. Yeah, it's just I think we've finally gotten to a point with light side aliens where there's actually some decent ones.
Yep. So, and Bill pointing out he thinks Mike's probably relying on an alternatives to fighting to keep him safe at Bespin, and Sam's already sensed at least one thing, but he did peel 2 to the sense and lose it. And how many senses is Sam running? How many does he have right now?
Right.
And does he have enough to deploy a guy that's 6 or 7 ability and then do something at Bespin? Like, or is he just going to try and load the Falcon or load the shuttle up and sense?
Yeah. I kind of feel like he may be just. I mean, he's just because, like I said at the beginning, Huntdown has to have, it has to have a robust space presence, and he hasn't.
So
we
trying to see. So he put down. I think he put down Vader, and I think he paid 1 too much for Vader. Because it looked Vader, like he paid 7, and Vader should be 6.
Is he? Because he should be 6 because he's always 6. Yeah, because he paid the extra for controlling Bespin.
Yep. So and that. So we'll shoot and see if we can get that fixed real quick. Send a message to Chris, get the tournament advocate over there to take a look at things.
He's reading one of the Vader effects.
The Vader effect says he's. Oh, it looks like Mike's probably reading the one that stacks the hatred card.
Oh, they're double checking the force.
Yeah. And I think that's they're double checking the. Looks like they did get it right. So.
Okay.
But we'll be okay because I thought he used 7. I thought I saw him count 12. So
he put 1 back in the pile.
All right, and maybe that's what I
don't know
what I missed. That's fine. It's Sam is well practiced enough with QMC. I'm sure he knows. He's paying the +1, so he's on top of it. Looks like we got is that the 9th sister?
Third sister.
Or
the one from Obi-Wan. The one from Kenobi. Yeah. 5th brother. I was trying to remember which brother that was.
That's one of the brothers, one of the sisters. He can't add a Battle Destiny with More Frightening Than Death. So, but he does, he burnt force with the hatred card, which is some sort of combo interrupt. I'm not sure. Look, it's a Hujix combo, it looks like. So, I think we'll see a battle start there. I think you'll probably see a swing at. Honestly, I'd like to see a swing at Yoda. Like, if you think you've got the Destiny in there, I think you try and take down the Jedi.
Huntdown V does tend to have pretty high Destiny.
Yeah, that's as he drops it right in the glare space. I can see it's a red card. Yeah, we see something. Might have subtracted something from it, but looks like somebody got hit.
Yeah, the random alien.
Yoxkit, I think.
Is that Yoxkit? Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking. It was
and
Yoxkit.
that's definitely a guy you want to swing at. And I think the card we might have seen played was Rescue in the Clouds to cancel that Destiny. Oh, yeah. Let's see, Mike didn't lose one to.
Oh, to Vader hitting. Yeah.
Yep. So we'll shoot a message over to Chris again to get that fixed right away. The active judging, there's so many moving parts in the game, but I do enjoy the active judging. We're trying to get things right.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Sam is playing is that You Are Beaten? Or he just drew that for Destiny, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's the Destiny.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think there's anything he could play You Are Beaten on. And Mike lost one off the top. I think technically it should have been put back whatever he drew first and then lose, but that's fine there. They've got that. So Sam's losing a brother. Mike loses Yoxkid, who's forfeit 0, and Calfal, leaving him Maz and Yoda there, which is a solid spot to be in. Like, I don't hate that spot because they'll get Calfal back here with Celebration. I actually think I would have lost him in the other order. I think Yoxkid's far more important and impactful than Calfal. The ability to keep getting those guys in hand is real big. Yeah, there may be a second Yoxkid in there, and that might be the reason for it, as he loses Yoda now as well. So, that's definitely not good for Mike. I don't think that's what he wanted. 7 attrition, and Calfel didn't cover, then why do you lose Calfel at all? Like, why don't you just lose Yoda and keep Calfel alive? I'm not sure. That's okay. Because yeah, if he drew the Battle Destiny 5. He's got the Hatred card and an Inquisitor there to make it 7. So let's see what we got here. So first action, we're gonna go with Maz and Miss. I saw a Luke, I saw a Leia, and
it looks like a red card.
Yeah, I saw something in the glare. And goes for the keeping. Did I see another Jedi in there? No. There's Talls, Lando with gun. Definitely some options in there. I don't know what else he's got in his hand, but I would not hate a Lando with gun. Shoot the sister, draw 2 Destiny. Just kill Vader. And
yeah, because he's just got Vader and one other character there, so you should be able to get a decent counter beat. It looks like he had a pretty big hand.
Yeah, he's got Vader and the sister. So you definitely have the ability to shoot the sister. Kill Vader. Let's see what Mike does here. So Drina 1. Sam did pop the Secret Plans shield, so see Mike pay 1 to retrieve his Yoda.
In Worlds 2021, I played against Sam in about the 6th or 7th round, and we were both
is Lando.
We were both way down on the brackets, and I just kept. He was playing CCT and retrieving a force every turn. I just kept forgetting to play aim high until it got to a point where he reached across the table, grabbed my pile of shields, and put out aim high for me.
That does sound like a Sam thing to do. So we see a stack there. So he dropped Ayla, Sakura, he dropped Lando with gun. Ayla flips Sam back. I'm not sure who the last random dude was, but
It looked like was it Din?
it could have been Din Djarin. Yep, that would be. That's what we kind of talked about with the QMC having the ability to drop a beat on you. Is he's starting that battle, and if Sam doesn't have anything for it, that's going to be like 4 battle destinies right there. Lando adds
that's a
one,
stack of
Ayla
dudes.
adds one, Din adds one for ability. Yeah, that's going to be and frankly, if he can hit somebody with yeah, it is Din. If he can hit somebody with Lando, that's going to be nasty spot to be put in. So
but that's what I was saying is sometimes they just drop a stack of dudes in front of you and you aren't expecting it.
So looks like we got a swing probably at Lando. 4-1. I don't see anybody getting turned over. So that would hit, or did he swing at Din and miss? He can't swing at Ayla. No, he hit somebody because Mike just lost a force. So we'll see who he hit when they turn. There we go. Nope. Yeah. I think he's totally in Battle Destiny here. Still don't know who he hit. I gotta assume Lando. Like your targets there are going to be either Lando or Din, and I don't think he drew high enough to hit Din. And Lando's just an easier shot.
That's some destinies, all right.
If that wasn't Din, he missed a battle destiny there. So there's Maz. He's going to subtract 1 from the total. There's Ayla. That's is that Din? Is that an alt-art Din, or is that somebody else? That's what I'm struggling with a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, maybe it's
Vader canceled.
Vader canceled someone's text. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Vader must have canceled
he's got
Lando
Enforcer
because he didn't shoot at anyone. So, and we see him lose Eller's Matic, and then Lando was who he hit, and that makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, he must have canceled Lando's text. And he's going to lose both of them. Yep, there went the sister, there went Vader. That'll flip Sam back to the 0 side. And now Ayla's, frankly, pretty well protected there. Like, Sam's going to have to be gutsy to go after that spot now.
Yeah, I mean, that hurts. Because what you absolutely can't do as Hunt Down is lose the battles. Like you gotta QMC could in this matchup could run away and be and still eke out the win, and that maybe but Hunt Down can't do that. If Hunt Down can't clear at least one of the sites that QMC is at, that puts him at a real disadvantage. And now QMC is retrieving and draining, and Hunt Down is that really hurts.
Yeah, that battle did not go well for Sam. Hunt Down, you want to be card efficient. Like, you can lose battles occasionally as long as you're taking more of his guys than he takes of yours.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there are times when you're just like, fine, I'm going to throw Vader down. I'm going to hit him with the saber.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to cost you 2 or 3 guys.
Right.
For just Vader. And then I'm going to do it again next turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
All he did was he lost 2 guys. He made Mike lose 2 guys.
Yeah. Yeah. So now he's pushing that unless he can get like a legit counter beat in here, he's going to end up, it's going to be that cycle of you have to keep pressure at that site, or you feel it, or at least you feel like you have to, but then you can't really hold it. Okay. So he just deployed.
He deployed another Vader. I'm assuming
that's not Vader. Isn't that
Seventh Sister? Ooh. You're right. That is Seventh Sister. I don't like that at all. Looks like he might have tried to visage for a saber.
I think he's probably sitting there with a gick and just hoping to do a trade and block the drain.
Yeah, maybe throw another hatred card on.
Oh, there's Vader. Okay. So he is going to try to fight then.
Yeah. And we see another barrier.
Barrier. Okay.
Yep. Which you're not actually crushed with if you're Sam. Like, starting a battle there wasn't necessarily going to end up entirely in his favor.
Right.
So we see him lose a force to deploy Vader, give Vader a saber, and then stack a hatred card on Din to make Mike lose a force, or Din's text is canceled for this turn. Or is that on Ayla?
I think it's on Ayla.
On Ayla.
It's definitely not on Din, and it wouldn't make sense to stack it on Maz. So
yeah,
must be
that's on Ayla. So as Bill pointed out, the Din week I didn't recognize was AI Din. So
okay, so we got another lightsaber there. So he's got.
So now he's gonna get the. He's going for the card efficiency. Like, even with Vader being barriered now, if he's got a Gick, I don't necessarily hate a battle here.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, your goal is to wipe guys out.
Does Mike only have 3 cards in hand? Is that his hand sitting there?
Yeah, Mike's only got 3 cards in hand, and he kind of blew. He blew the beatdown wad.
Yeah.
That turn, and it didn't.
Oh, okay.
End up being a huge beat.
Doesn't deploy her.
I don't think he's got enough force. I think he's tight on force.
You got to pay the one more. Yeah.
Yep. Oh no, there's Tarkin.
So that gets it all. So he's not gonna, because that's Lord Vader. So he can't battle for free.
Yeah. So I think he's just fine saying, you know what?
I think
we'll fight over this site, but he's in a good spot.
Yeah, that I feel much better about where Sam's at than I did at the beginning of that turn.
Yeah. And he's also got enough forfeit there to keep Vader alive.
Right.
Which is the biggest thing.
Yeah, now he's got 2 sabers, he's got multiple destinies, he's got he's got, and we whiff on Maz again. He's got 2 sabers, multiple destinies. We know he's got at least one more character in hand because he tried to deploy her and he couldn't. Yeah. And that's the one that messes with battle destinies if they don't have high ability characters. So if he clears Ayla, then he might be able to set up a blowout with her too.
Yeah, no, she's definitely a bane to weenie decks, but I think we might see Mike try and get his Luke or his Obi down here soon, just to keep Sam on the 0 side, and just start trying leveraging the. I don't have to pay to drain, you do.
Yeah. He also can just
with celebration, like he can.
He also can just run away. Yeah, he can. Yeah. He can hit. Can he get to? Yeah, he can get to 3 battlegrounds relatively easily.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 2 right now. 3 would be tough, because 3 would mean leaving. So depending on what's in his hand, 3 could be tough. But there's Leia Rebel Princess.
That's Leia Rebel Princess, so he can cancel the drain.
Like, now he can ignore, and that's real good. Like, that this was going to be the thing, is if QMC could stabilize, Sam needed to stop him from getting that stabilization. And Mike just moves everybody over to hang out with Leia. He is playing this very, very conservatively.
Yeah.
And he does not want to get blown out. He does not want to get surprised.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way to do it.
That's why QMC has the upper hand in this matchup, because they have that as an option. I don't think that like setting up, putting a stack of dudes at at a different Cloud City site was just not an option for Sam. He needs to go where the characters are. And yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's rough.
No, Sam's potentially in a not great spot right now. And we see, has Battle Order even been played? Like, is he going to drop the Battle Order shield? Yep. I don't necessarily love that play. Like, I don't think it's super impactful because you just made him pay 3 to drain. You wanted to cancel that drain with Leia. So you'd almost have preferred to let him drain for free so you can cancel it. And then,
Well,
because
this
if
way
he chose not to pay, you're not getting anything back.
Yeah, but you're, I don't know. This way he did. I mean, this way he paid 3 and still blocked the drain. I don't know that you. I don't know that you even. I think as long as you're not taking the drain there, you're happy. I think. I mean, maybe there's a next level play where you don't. There's next level thinking where you don't play battle plan there, but I think if you're, it's definitely never wrong to play battle plan to make them pay. Like
that looks like, is that Mara?
Yeah, that's Mara, and I didn't catch who the other one was.
Might have been a Sard. It was some sort of some sort of Imperial. I mean, obviously, as we saw, Detention played earlier, and looks like we're gonna see another Hatred card, stack it on Din. And Mike doesn't look like he's losing anything. I don't actually hate, like, fine, cancel his text this turn. What are you gonna? You're not starting a battle there anyways. So it doesn't really matter what you do. Oh no, Mike is choosing to lose that Melas. Just in case.
Yep.
I mean, you're still drawing 2 Destiny if you just ignore him. So, like, and Sam leaves Tarkin and the 7th Sister sitting at the North Corridor. They're not going to be able to block any drains there, realistically, because Mike's drains where he has an alien are all uncancelable. But it is the Drain 2 site. You do want to be running there eventually. Sam loses a Grand Inquisitor off the top to Visage damage. He's lost a couple of those. So, like, he might be starting to run a little light on personas to be able to go after much. We see another miss with Maz. That's just bad luck. Like, Mike's, I think, only hit Maz like 1 out of 4 times. Although we did see the Destiny looked pretty darn good. I think it was like 555. So that's that's a good thing. Let's see where he goes this turn, as I think he's grabbing a card with keeping before he drains for 1 and retrieves for 1. So Hunt Down V is a deck I did not necessarily expect to see in here. We haven't really seen it in the OCS, and I'm enjoying watching this because I think it doesn't necessarily match up well against QMC. And you had to think QMC was going to be a popular deck type right now.
I mean, QMC has gotten really popular just in the last month or so.
I mean, it rolled pretty heavily through the OCS. I think we've had 5 of the 5 of the 16 playing it. Like, that's a lot of people playing QMC and playing it pretty well and seeing the power of that. So,
well, we got to a point in the meta where nobody was playing court, and that's really the deck that if court is popular, then you don't want to play QMC because it's a really, really, really tough matchup for QMC.
Yep.
But if you have that off the board, that's the big predator.
And
you
we
know,
see
it
a
is pretty
Nabron
versatile.
sending everybody in front of the Seventh Sister and Tarkin. We did see earlier today, I know we saw a Nabron get lost in a QMC game, and Chris Skoglin and I were discussing it, and I said that's not a card you see a lot in QMC, but apparently now it's a QMC card. Like, it's one thing if you path over one guy.
Yeah.
It's another thing to just send the whole squad.
Yeah, I mean, Neighbor is good. Neighbor's a good card.
Yeah,
even even if there's cards that cancel it and stuff, it can just be the upside is just so high.
Oh, unquestionably. Neighborin is a guaranteed. Neighborin's a blowout card. And there we see the watering hole after he puts out the talls. And I think that might be. I don't think he's got 5 there. He's got Ayla, Din, Talls, and Hark. There's Ketwall. I think now he's got to 5. So I think Ketwall gets him the 5 there. And that's not good for Sam. And just in case he wasn't at 5 there. Oh, I want to see Jar Jar bomb somebody. Like, I just want to see. I want to see Jar Jar blow up Tarkin.
He can try to blow up Tarkin.
I mean, he can try and blow up the sister, but he's probably going to fail. And I'm not positive he can get Tarkin either. Like, Sam's Destiny should be pretty good. And it looks like he's not even going to bother. Sam's swinging and hitting the talls, which is a good thing because the saber prevents him from losing a guy to attrition. And if he'd hit anybody else, the talls just gets hit in response and then doesn't have the same can't be lost cover attrition text. So that's a smart play, is just, you go for the talls instead.
Adding a Destiny.
Add a Destiny with far more frightening than death. So Sam's drawing 3 there. That's, I think, because Seven Sisters a leader, if memory serves.
I believe so, yeah. She's got something highlighted there.
Yeah. So 5, 4, 5, it looks like. I'm moving my head like it's going to change the glare on the camera. There's a 6 and a 4. Nope, looks like she is not a leader. I think she's not a leader. I think her only line in text is Inquisitor. But so he draws a 10. Maz subtracts 1 to make it 9. That's still going to
confirm she's not a leader.
That's going to be 2 dudes. So even if with Ray, that's still 2 dudes, and it should shut off Watering Hole, I think. Now
he's still got so many guys there.
Yeah, that might be a bunch of power, but I feel like Sister plus Tarkin plus.
Yeah, I don't think it's overflow. I doubt it's overflow.
Because you've got 13 and forfeit plus your power is 20 or thereabouts.
Just got a glimpse at Sam's hand. It looks like he had an Emperor's Shuttle, 4 red cards, and something else. So he's not going to counterbeat.
Yeah, not without like his counterbeat. Honestly, like, he needs to figure out space at some point, even if it's just to take Malachor and starts trading the drain. Because he's going to end up with another turn of paying to drain. It looks like Sam is losing guys one by one to see if he can get Mike to lose a Jedi and get the ping. And Mike smartly does not. I don't think there's any chance he was going to lose Ayla. As he loses Ray. Ray does not cover all of the attrition, though. He still owes somebody else. There we go. He's figuring out who to pitch here. I think it's got to be Jar Jar, unless he's. There's no way you're losing Maz. No way you're losing Jin or Din. Ketwall and Jar Jar are both basically there for their species. Ketwall is one better forfeit, but Jar Jar can blow somebody up. Okay, going with
Lost Maz.
He must have a second Maz in hand or a second one in deck. Like,
or he's out of aliens.
Even then, Maz is the total battle destiny -1 is great. You know, she actually adds another one with Watering Hole. And he lost. Oh, that was the Visage. I'm like, did he lose one to the battle? No, that was Visage damage. So Sam activates. It doesn't look like he's got a ton left down.
Yeah.
Like, this is getting to be a.
Yeah, Sam's just been on the back foot all game because it's a tough matchup.
Yeah, this is a rough matchup, and he's got to pay 3 to.
I will say Sam
back on top feels bad.
I will say Sam, he does. He gets people put him on decks. He's one of these players that people put him on decks, but he knows that people put him on decks, and so he will play the other deck. And he's got an arsenal. It's not like he only knows how to play. He has really in about the last year and a half, he has really stepped up as a player. He's had results to show it. But yeah, he just you think he's so it could be that he chose Hunt Down Virtual because he was doing that which poison cup in front of me thing, and being like, okay, well, everybody we're expecting QMC, so then actually nobody will play QMC because they play the thing, and so
and that can certainly happen sometimes. You can definitely get too in your head in the meta in terms of what am I doing, what am I not doing. So I'm wondering, just kind of looking at that stack, if Mike lost Maz simply because that allowed him to keep 5 species on table. Because I think he's got 4 at that site, and then Hark would make it 5.
Yep.
Let's see what he drains for here. So, and yeah, Mike gets to activate just shy of 1 billion because of Hark activating for all those non-battlegrounds. So, yeah, Hunt Down V. This is a tough match for Sam, and yeah, he may have just said, "Well, I'm going to count on." Everyone saw QMC, but QMC is not an easy deck to just pick up and play.
Right.
And there is a drain of 2 there for the system. So, yep, he did lose Maz to keep Watering Hole in effect. Like, QMC can be a tough deck to play. It's a tough deck to play well because you have to. There's a lot of little interactions, and you have to do them all right. As we see a path to move Ayla to the West Gallery, which gives him another drain of 2, and then 2 retrieval with Celebration. See Sam losing Gick. Not sure why I think he lost out of his hand and said, I meant to lose this first.
Oh, he probably did. He forget to lose,
or did he? Was it a Visage? Battle?
Did he forget to lose a Visage, or did he?
That could be if he didn't lose his Visage.
Cards down.
Yeah, that could have been the Visage loss as well. So he loses the sacrifice combo and first strike off the top. So he did not have a grabber for the path. That's where path gets real nasty, is you can just, all right, I'll just move a guy, drain for 2, retrieve the path I used to move him, and say thanks for playing. Yep. And we see Figuring Dan and the modal nodes come down. We see Menace Fades come down.
That's going to be big.
Yeah, that's That's nasty. Sam's now paying 3 to drain for 2 at his only battleground site. Oh, somebody did something with the lights, and that's way better.
Yes, I can see what the cards are now.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they changed it back. I guess it's still a little better.
No, it's so it moved a little bit. The glare now is a little more.
It's on all the light side starting cards. We can see Sam's cards really well.
Yeah, that's. I'm just kind of checking in with the stream folks who are there controlling stuff. I'm like, there's still a little bit of a glare on. There's still some glare on Mike's left, but that middle got way better. Yeah. So we've got some folks on site who are trying to fix stuff and make it work, as we see Mike do some shifting, move Leia to the 1-0, which is really just, it'll be a drain of 1, even though it's cancelable because there won't be a alien there, like forcing him to pay 2, save 2 and pay 2 when Huntime just doesn't have a ton of cards. Yeah, I think Sam just searched for something, and there's only about 10 cards in his reserve. That's not a good spot to, not where he wants to be.
Yeah, and the board is in Mike's favor. Yep.
The board is massively in Mike's favor, just with the not having to pay for drains. It is very strongly in Mike's favor as he is trying to figure out what's going on. He grabbed the masterful move, it looks like, as when Sam played it, and there was just some confusion about where it ends up. And you don't get to take the masterful move into your own deck, Mike. As cool as that would be, it's not. He didn't sell it to you with Trevor Horme. So let's see what Sam's thinking of here. I think Sam might be close to just saying, I don't think I've got this. Oh, we're going to see a force push. Give a couple cards back, search his force pile. Like, he knows there's a card there. He's looking for something. Was it the one he used to play that masterful move and search? That would be a little bit ironic, and not in a good Alanis Morissette sort of way.
Yeah, I mean, either that or he's running out of options, and so he force pushed to see if there was anything in there.
Yeah. That's. But yeah, after this game, we'll get a little more adjustment with the lights and see if we can get a better job going. Looks like, did not drain. So we're seeing Emperor Shuttle with Emperor. Mm-hmm. And this, honestly, I don't think it matters. This could end badly for, well, yeah, you need a pilot, so you're drawing 2. This could end real badly for Mike. Like, Mike's got to be sitting on the alternatives and hoping. Oh, there we go.
Okay, exactly like that. Keep it exactly like that.
Oh. I don't know what what Brandon did there. I'm trying to watch the game. I'm trying to keep up in chat and on Slack and be like, do this, fix that. Yeah, without it. So is he gonna? He doesn't have an Inquisitor there to hatred. Okay, he is retrieving an Inquisitor. Looks like, did he? Oh, and exchanging. Yep, doing the. I never ask for anything twice. Exchange 2 cards in hand with the character and lost. Gets him a pilot.
And not enough to drain. Or not enough to battle.
He's actually all right with that. I'm I don't hate like you'd obviously you'd like him to be able to battle, like you'd
Mhm.
wish he had one more card.
Oh wait,
But
did he
like
just play? Can he? So can he
oh
battle? Yeah.
yeah, he can. He played the alternate he played
Alt-
the enforcement
And
and
there's that alternatives of fighting that we've been talking about all day.
so now question really is, does Mike have a way to some way to handle that, or is he gonna just drain for 5, celebrate for 2, and then
And then
run the
land
Malachor?
or run,
Or
yeah.
no, run. I think you run.
Does it
There's
have hyperspace? Does it have hyperdrive?
yeah, it's got a hyperdrive.
Okay.
So I don't think there's any way you leave. You don't give up the system.
Mm.
I'm wondering if time was called or time is close to being called, as they're both getting a count, and Sam does not have a lot of cards left down.
Yeah.
I mean, he paid 3, 7. Yeah, he's as we see Mike keeping for a card. Looks like by my count, Sam's got about 10 down. And there's the drain of 5. And the celebrate. No, Sam just said, yep, that's
Sam
game.
has conceded. Yep.
So we got another game done. Congratulations to Mike Turner with a big win. You know, he played that very well. I think it's a matchup he's very advantaged in, but you know, you still got to win the game. You still got to beat the guy in front of you, and he played well. And Sam, I don't know that there's too many people better at QMC, and that means Sam knows how to play it. He knows how to play against it, and he did the best he could. I think it was interesting. It'd be fun to see some of these decks. I know I mentioned it a little while ago, but this seems like another good time. All the deck lists for all 36 players are going to be on the forums. You can, or not on the forums, on our website. The tournament deck lists get posted. They're available within a week, but they're always our volunteers are quicker than that. They do such an amazing job of getting them available quickly. And just go to starwarsccg.org, hover over deck lists, and click on tournament deck lists. You can see deck lists from all the major events, and they are all put in, or almost all put in, as GIMP importable files, which means you can literally grab it, download it, input it on GIMP, and you can be playing the deck. You know, the same decks you saw on stream, you can be playing in 5 or 10 minutes. It's a spectacular resource, and you know, our volunteers do so much work here, and you know, that kind of gives us another chance to go right into, we're always looking for volunteers. You can be a playtester, you can help with development, you can become one of our slicers and work with GEMP and fixing bugs, marketing, deck lists, doing, you know, what me and Kendall are doing right now, making content. There's, you know, if you're enthusiastic, you want to